Alright guys, what's up? My name is Ibrahim, and I will be giving you guys a review of the Bigniu BG-S. So, I'm heading back home from school right now, but we can still review this thing. So, that noise is just my fender because it's not tightened up. We're about to go on the grass. It's pretty good for off-roading. I went off-road on this bike a whole bunch, and honestly, it does pretty good. The suspension isn't too bad. What else? That's it about off-road. Now, let's talk about the speed. This bike runs a 1,000 watt nominal, it's a 1,000 watt battery with a 1,200 watt peak. The motor is also 1,000 watts, so you can get a good 36. I get 36 miles per hour usually, and I get about 20 miles of range, and I have a total of 137 miles, as you can see. So that really helps. And what's it called? This bike stays pretty consistent with the speed and such, so I think it's a pretty good bang for the buck, right? The bike, it is kind of expensive, but it's about the same price as a Ridstar, and it looks way better than a Ridstar, so I would spend the extra dollar, right? So usually a Ridstar comes in at about 800 bucks, and this bike is, well, you can get it for $900 and about $59 if you use somebody's promo code, and an extra $100 for more a better look. I mean, come on. If you have a Tudio, you will legit, not Tudio, if you have a Ridstar, you will legit get pulley. That's what I'm trying to say. So oh, and one thing to note, the bike does go faster downhill, so that's also something. I've ridden about, well, it says 1.6 miles, but I actually today I've ridden about like 5-ish miles, so it's not too bad. So I do have a lot of dirt here and there, and it doesn't really affect anything. What else? There is a brake sensor that you can take off. If you want to wheelie, and you can switch the brakes. This is my rear brake right here. I already took the brake sensor off as it broke off anyhow. You can reconnect it. Just remember that the insides of the brake sensor are red, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so enjoy this riding clip of me going back home. Alright guys, number one rule, always be nice to the cars. You gotta stop for them and stuff if you want to avoid, like, how do I say, another thing to note as this bike does have cruise control. I know you can get into the settings and like adjust stuff, but it's like not the best idea, right? Because you might mess something up, like the calculations for the speedometer and such, so do not touch them, and you'll be just right. And also, I'm not getting full speed because my bars are getting kind of low, but I still got like 15-ish more miles left on this thing. And that noise was my brakes. My brakes are pretty cooked. I do not maintain my bike that good, and it's still, like, all I do is pump. Here, one thing you gotta do with all your e-bikes is you gotta pump the tires like every week. Because if you hit like bumps and stuff with low pressure, then essentially what's gonna happen is your tire, the inner tube is gonna like, you know, deflate, and then you're gonna have to get it like, I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. Woo, it's cold outside. And we got weightlifting later, man. Also, guys, if you're gonna take the brake sensor off, you might want to find out how to turn off cruise control, because if your cruise control is on and you try to brake, it's just gonna keep rolling. I don't know, it might damage your brake pads or something. So I would do that. Okay, guys, so I'm recording this after I was riding. I'm not gonna go back outside because it's dark, but I'm going to give you a quick recap of everything that I know personally about the bike and my likes and dislikes. Okay, guys, so we are back. So previously I stated that the bike runs a 48 volt 1000 watt motor with the battery that's also 1000 watts with a 1200 watt peak. The bike gives off this nice E-moto look, as you can see right here. It looks pretty good. I heard that people change their headlight out for a light bar and an ODI plate, and you can take this fender off. I honestly think it looks better with the fender, and if you don't add that back fender on, it's going to look like a Red Star. So add this fender on when you get the bike. And what else? The display is pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, it just gives you simple stuff. There are 5 modes. 5th one's the fastest, and then there's normal mode and eco mode and sports. You can edit the bike settings by holding these 2 buttons right here, and then the code for it is 1212, and then you can edit stuff in there. I don't advise it because you might mess something up, but yeah, you can see my bike's pretty dirty. I take it through a lot of dirt, so yeah. Pedals are doing pretty good. Yeah. And as I was saying, there is cruise control. So like, if you don't have your brake sensor on, then you're just gonna be it's just gonna the motor's gonna keep running, but the brakes is just gonna like slow it down a bit. There's also a backlight right here when you brake, and then for when you turn on the light, and then there's also turning signals that I personally never use, but if you want to be safe and use them, you can. It's pretty much it. It has dual suspension. Suspension's actually pretty good, so yeah. And then it has about 20-inch tires. Alright, see you guys. Alright, I also wanted to note that for me, I weigh about 112 pounds, and the bike hits 36 miles per hour flat, and then with no weight it hits 42. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. See you guys.